Now at these Koons Ford locations.
Tonight, several developing stories as we come on. The travel crush. More than 50 million Americans on the road and in the skies this Thanksgiving. The deadly rush hour collision. The military opening up restricted airspace to commercial flights as an Arctic blast hits on the holiday. Some wind chill temperatures plunging below zero. Also breaking, the Mansion murder. A couple and their small children killed. Their house then set on fire. Why the father's brother is now under arrest. Also tonight, in a rare move, Supreme Court Justice John Roberts publicly slamming President Trump. The immigration ruling behind their fight. Now, the president firing back. Toddler's desperate escape. The dramatic moment. Residents trapped by a raging inferno, dropping a child to Good Samaritans below. Hidden deals, less than 48 hours until Black Friday, and Rebecca Jarvis with the secret ways to save even more money. Plus, the incredible inside story of a dramatic mountaintop rescue. Several people, their dogs, running from the California wildfires. The pilot team that flew right into the smoke.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
And good evening. It's great to have you with us on a busy Wednesday night. I'm Tom Llamas, in for David. And we begin tonight with the record cold for Thanksgiving as record travel for the holiday hits its peak. Tens of millions of Americans now on the move. Highways jammed at this hour from New England to Chicago, Dallas to the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. And take a close look at this. This is from Chicago tonight. Traffic bumper to bumper on the highways. And earlier, a deadly start to the morning rush. At least one person killed and 6 hurt in a fiery crash on the Brooklyn Bridge. And the nation's airports with their hands full. This terminal packed in Denver. TSA predicting 30 million will fly over the Thanksgiving break. ABC's Eva Pilgrim leads us off.
Tonight, the Thanksgiving rush grinding to a halt. In New York, 1 person is dead and 6 injured after this fiery crash on the Brooklyn Bridge cut off a major travel route during the morning commute. But that wasn't the only traffic headache.
Oh my God.
This taxi cab in the nearby Brooklyn Battery Tunnel engulfed in flames, smoking out visibility for drivers.
You can't even see.
A rough start to what could be the most traveled Thanksgiving in over a decade. A record 30 million hitting the skies.
It's a nightmare. All the people that don't know how to travel are here today.
It's honestly kind of hectic.
Boston, Chicago, Denver, Atlanta seeing a crush of travelers this morning. In Pittsburgh, lines at a standstill.
We thought it was going to be faster, but they had a trick for us. We're still waiting.
TSA deploying an additional 1,200 officers and 80 K-9 units to handle the extra flux of passengers. Airlines also getting help from the military as they've opened up restricted airspace to allow for more direct routes along the East Coast. Our David Curley on the tarmac at Reagan National Airport.
The airlines have added 158,000 seats to try and deal with what could be nearly 3 million flyers today. The best news for the airlines is that the weather doesn't look like it's going to hamper the efforts for everybody to get home for the holidays.
But most travelers will be hitting the roads, more than 48 million. Traffic in Chicago this afternoon slowed to a crawl. Fueling that traffic, falling gas prices. The national average now $2.60.
Tom, with fuel prices dropping right before the holiday, many experts say there are a lot of people waiting to make the decision to travel at the last minute. If you're one of those people, tomorrow is the lightest day, the best day to avoid the gridlock. Tom?
Eva Pilgrim, has some strong weather is moving in there, and this Thanksgiving, millions are bracing for an Arctic blast and record cold in the Northeast. Snow and wind blowing across Syracuse, New York. Take a look at that right there. Temperatures plunging overnight from D.C. to Philly, New York to Boston. Wind chills falling below zero in some areas, and the West bracing for 3 days of rain. ABC Chief Meteorologist Ginger Zee is tracking it all tonight. She's along the George Washington Bridge. And Ginger, you've already felt some weather tonight.
We did. We just saw a squall come through here, Tom, with graupel and other mixed precipitation. This is what's happening just northwest of us by about 130 miles, Binghamton, New York. Their wind chill, 4. So the front is there, and you can see it on the map. It is pushing with some snow squalls in the lee of the lake, some lake effect snow, just a couple of inches, all you need to get the roads covered. And then tomorrow morning when we dry out, you also are chilled to your bone. It'll feel like 6 at the Macy's Parade, 0 for Meriden, Connecticut. 9 below Burlington, Vermont, which could go for their coldest Thanksgiving on record. So too could Providence. So you know the headline here is cold, but it is sunshine and decent weather really back to the west. 60 for Denver and Kansas City. Pockets of rain that could help the smoke in the west. Tom.
All right, Ginger Z for us tonight. Ginger, thank you. Now to tonight's other headlines. Chilling new details in the Manchin deaths in New Jersey. Prosecutors revealing how a father, mother, and their 2 children were killed, their house then set on fire. The father's brother now under arrest and accused of torching his own home. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
Tonight, authorities in New Jersey say a nightmare unfolded inside this burning mansion. The killing of an entire family, followed by arson.
This is one of the most heinous cases that I think they have ever investigated, that we have ever seen.
Police recovering the body of 50-year-old Keith Canero Tuesday outside his home with multiple gunshot wounds.
All units operating 15 Willowbrook Road, cul-de-sac, evacuate the building.
Inside, the bodies of his wife Jennifer and who they believe to be their 2 children. A source telling ABC News investigators suspect all 3 were stabbed.
Unfortunately, sadly, each of these individuals were the victims of homicidal violence at some point prior to when the fire was set.
It turns out earlier in the day, 10 miles away, the home of the victim's brother was also burning. Today, police charging that brother, Paul Canero, with aggravated arson of his own home, saying he doused it with gasoline, then set it on fire while his wife and 2 daughters were inside. No one was injured. Police say the 2 fires are related, but they have not called Canero a suspect in the death of his brother and family. The 2 brothers ran a tech company together. The victim, Keith Canero, was the CEO.
And Gio Benitez joins us live now from Colts Neck, New Jersey, where that family was killed. Gio, so many questions in this case. That brother will be in court next week?
He will, Tom. He's facing those arson charges. Meanwhile, police here say that there is no threat to public safety. They call what happened to that family a targeted attack. Tom.
Gio Benitez with that disturbing story just before the holiday. All right, Gio, thank you. We turn to politics now. President Trump interrupting Thanksgiving at Mar-a-Lago with a new and unexpected war of words with Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts. In a rare rebuke, Justice Roberts pushing back against the president for blasting a federal judge as a, quote, Obama judge after ruling against his migrant asylum policy. President Trump now doubling down on his attack. Here's ABC's senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega.
Tonight, an extraordinary rebuke of the president from the Supreme Court's Chief Justice. It came after President Trump lashed out at an Obama-appointed judge from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals who temporarily blocked his plan to crack down on asylum seekers.
Well, you go to the Ninth Circuit and it's a disgrace, and I'm going to put in a major complaint because you cannot win if you're us a case in the Ninth Circuit. This was an Obama judge, and I'll tell you what, it's not going to happen like this anymore.
That triggered a rare reprimand from Chief Justice John Roberts. He wrote, "We do not have Obama judges or Trump judges, Bush judges or Clinton judges. What we have is an extraordinary group of dedicated judges doing their level best to do equal right to those appearing before them." And on this Thanksgiving Eve, he added, "That independent judiciary is something we should all be thankful for." Late today, President Trump fired right back, tweeting, "Sorry, Chief Justice John Roberts, but you do indeed have Obama judges, and they have a much different point of view than the people who are charged with the safety of our country. These rulings are making our country unsafe, very dangerous, and unwise." President Trump says he'll appeal his asylum plan all the way to the Supreme Court. As for those 5,800 troops deployed to the border this Thanksgiving, the president told ABC's Karen Travers,
"Don't worry about the Thanksgiving. These are tough people. They know what they're doing and they're great, and they've done a great job. You're so worried about the Thanksgiving holiday for them. They are so proud to be representing our country on the border."
All right, Cecilia Vega joins us now from the White House. And Cecilia, President Trump taking heat on another front tonight, his unwavering support of Saudi Arabia after the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The president saying maybe the Saudi Crown Prince knew about it, maybe he didn't. And today he made a point of praising the Saudis.
Yeah, Tom, this one on Twitter when he said that oil prices are getting lower. Thank you to Saudi Arabia. Now, I've got to say, Saudi Arabia is far from the only reason for these declining oil prices. But like the president told me yesterday when I asked him why he seems to be siding with the Saudis over his own intelligence community in the death of Jamal Khashoggi, he said, "This is about the economy and America first." Tom.
Cecilia Vega for us tonight. Cecilia, thank you. We turn now to an incredible moment caught on camera, a nerve-wracking rescue in Dallas, an apartment building in flames, and a moment of sheer desperation. Take a look at this. Neighbors rushing to help, watching as a toddler is dropped from a third-floor window into their arms. Police going door to door to get everyone out. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Tonight, police body camera video shows the frantic moments at this Dallas apartment complex as police and residents race to help as flames shoot through the roof. One mother forced to toss her baby out of a third-floor window, begging for someone below to catch her little boy, safely caught in the arms of a stranger.
Caught the baby with a curl on, just like if you caught a football.
Officials say in all, 6 people had to jump in order to escape. Some pulled a mattress from a downstairs apartment to cushion their falls.
There was no way that those citizens were going to get out of that apartment complex except for out of those windows.
The fire broke out around 7 o'clock this morning. According to Dallas Fire and Rescue, 2 residents and a firefighter were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Thank God that those residents were there and they were so willing to help.
Tom, at this time, the cause of the fire remains unknown. Officials say that the building is too unstable for investigators to enter. Tom?
An incredible rescue nonetheless. All right, Lindsay, thank you. Next tonight, the new headline for the attorney who took on the president, Michael Avenatti. The outspoken lawyer accused of domestic violence by an ex-girlfriend. Prosecutors in Los Angeles today making a major decision in that case. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Tonight, Los Angeles prosecutors declining to charge embattled attorney Michael Avenatti with a felony after his ex-girlfriend, actress Morelli Minuti, says he attacked her last week. According to court documents, the 24-year-old says the violent encounter started inside their apartment with an argument over money. She claims Avenatti called her, quote, ungrateful, expletive, and began forcefully hitting her in the face with pillows. Minuti, who filed a restraining order against Avenatti, states Avenatti then grabbed my right arm and dragged me out of bed and into the public hallway. She says she was only wearing underwear and a t-shirt. She says these photos of bruises on her back and leg are proof. Avenatti vehemently denying the accusations.
I have never struck a woman. I never will strike a woman.
ABC News obtaining this letter addressed to LAPD detectives from Avenatti's attorney, telling his side of the story, that Minuti was allegedly upset because he was no longer paying her bills, that she was allegedly acting irrational because she was taking multiple medications, and on the night of the altercation, when asked by a security guard, she did not deny that she had been drinking that night. After today's announcement from the DA, Avenatti said in a statement, I have maintained my innocence since the moment of my arrest. Although Avenatti is not facing a felony charge, LA City prosecutors could still file a misdemeanor charge against him. And tonight, Minuti's attorney saying they are confident that charge will hold. Tom?
Kana Whitworth with the new developments tonight. Kana, thank you. And we move on now to unfinished business in the midterm elections. The Senate showdown in Mississippi. The runoff election set for this coming Tuesday. Republican Cindy Hyde-Smith under fire during last night's debate, apologizing to, quote, anyone who was offended when she made a remark some called racist about a public hanging. That apology doing little to silence critics, including some of her biggest donors. Here's ABC's Mary Bruce.
With just days to go before the special election in Mississippi, Republican Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith is now expressing some regret after a string of racially charged controversies. The latest, these pictures from 2014, Hyde-Smith in a Confederate cap, posing in the home and library of Confederate President Jefferson Davis. Her caption, Mississippi history at its best. And earlier this month, Hyde-Smith was caught joking with a supporter about public hangings. Initially, she dug in, saying in a statement any attempt to turn this into a negative connotation is ridiculous.
Senator, are you familiar with Mississippi's history of lynchings?
I put out a statement yesterday, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
Could you at least explain?
I put out a statement yesterday, and we stand by the statement, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
But now, a week later, and with top donors like Walmart, AT&T, and Pfizer withdrawing their support and asking for their money back, Hyde-Smith is offering some